Hello, Brenton with All Octane here, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing some of the brand new Lionel NASCAR Authentics Hendrick 40th anniversary cars that I was able to find on the pegs, as well as the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary hauler that I found on the pegs. So technically I would probably open this up, but in the interest of time, I'm not going to. This is not a hard thing to open up. It doesn't have really anything keeping it sealed. And so you can always put these haulers back into their cases. However, I do want to indicate that it does kind of have this nice, what you would maybe consider liquid chrome on the hauler. It's a really cool hauler. That's obviously Hendrick. Rick Hendrick is incredibly dominant in NASCAR, and he's a great automotive enthusiast in general. So it's really cool to have these die casts as well as this truck, and I decided to buy it. I did not pre-order the liquid chrome 4-car set of his current drivers. So Lionel NASCAR Authentics had a 4-car set of Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, and William Byron. They have a 4-car set in liquid chrome of these cars, and I didn't pre-order it, but what I might do is I might buy it aftermarket, maybe on like eBay or something. I don't really want to, but I don't know if the buy sell trade people around here will have one for sale. So I'm just gonna, maybe when those start showing up, I think maybe here at the end of the month or maybe even in July, I might try to snag one of those and put that on camera for you guys as well. But I want to make sure I showed you that, because I did find all 10 cars. This is a 10-car set. The Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary car is, I believe, in like a liquid chrome, so that you can kind of tell it's a lot different of a paint job than the normal cars that you would see on the pegs. And I have found 2 chases before. I have found a Brad Keselowski liquid chrome car, and I've actually found a Chase Elliott liquid chrome car. Those are the only 2 liquid chromes in the last 8 years that I've been looking for Lionel NASCAR Authentic die casts on the pegs that I was able to find. I believe this set might be exclusive to Walmart as well. I have not seen these at Target. I'm not entirely sure if they will show up at Target, but these are, I found these at Walmart, and I was very excited to find all 10 cars, because some of them are epic, especially like the Cornflakes cars with the number 5 Mark Martin and the Terry Labonte. You also have the Tide car with Darrel Waltrip. You've got Jimmie Johnson in the Lowe's car, Jeff Gordon with the Rainbow Warriors car, and this one actually is the Rainbow Warriors car. It's not the one with flames, so this is kind of like the original one from the early 90s that he ran. It's very, very simple. There's not a lot of sponsors on the fenders or anything like that. They're very clean cars. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and take a look at these. Again, I'm going to keep these in package because they are a really cool display. I understand that a lot of time NASCAR resale is slim to none, so these aren't really probably going to be worth anything. I just think for sentimental value, I want to keep them in the package. Normally, I do open a lot of stuff. So yes, this is the 40th anniversary car. It's got the NASCAR Cup Series on the front fender there. Epic decal on the hood. Chevrolet, he's been sponsored by or has sponsored Chevrolet more or less. He's been more of a probably an ambassador for Chevrolet than Chevrolet has for him, although he sells good product. I know he's got Corvette dealerships and all kinds of stuff like that. So this is a really cool car. We're going to go ahead and move to the Tim Richmond car, the number 25. Not really sure when Tim Richmond ran for him. Probably somewhere between 84, which is obviously their 40th, and now. Probably the early days, I would imagine. And that formed just before I did, because I was born in 88. So this is 4 years older than me. Take a look at that. The Darrel Waltrip car. Really, really cool. Again, they're nice and simple. You know the liveries when you see them. I believe this is this a Quaker State car? Maybe that's what this one is. I could be wrong. Let me know what Ken Schrader ran. I love the gold rims though with the green. It looks so good. And the hard part is too, is you never know with the NASCAR charter agreement in such disarray. There's actually no charter set for 2025 yet or beyond. They have a media rights deal, but they don't have a charter deal with the teams. You never know. This stuff could become valuable because NASCAR as we know it might not exist as we know it, you know? So it's just so fun to appreciate and buy these things because you never know how long it's going to exist. We got Geoff Bodine in the 5 car. And it's amazing to see what Rick Hendrick, what numbers he's had. He's had the 25. He's had the 17. I don't think he no longer has the 17 car. Who does 25? I don't even think there's a 25 car right now. Is there a 25 car? I'm blanking. I know that there's the 24 because that's William Byron. I know that there's the 5, that's Kyle Larson. And I know there's the 48, that's Alex Bowman. 88 is not on the track anymore with Darrel Earnhart Jr. This 5 car is really cool though. I'm not entirely sure which livery this is supposed to be. I'll have to go look at Geoff Bodine's run with Hendrick and see what he ran. Then we move into the Cornflakes, which Kyle Larson ran this. And yeah, really good looking car. Kyle Larson ran it this year at Darlington, a throwback car. It's just super, super cool. Again, you don't need all the sponsors. You don't need the business of the car. You know that this is the Cornflakes car. And the same with this one. I think this one might be the Frosted Flakes though, maybe. The early Frosted Flakes car. It was Mark Martin. Man, that was COT era, I believe, right? With the wings back in 2006, 7. And obviously they did not go with the era of the cars. These are all just Camaros of nowadays. I think the ZL1s. I think they say on there. Yeah, the ZL1 right there at the bottom left. You can see it. So, oh, and you can see it up front there too. So yeah, he has a lot of Chevrolet dealerships, Cadillac dealerships, GM products. To be honest, he probably has more than that nowadays, but it's always fun to watch him at Barrett-Jackson or back when that used to be on like Speed Channel. Oh, I'm showing my age. I'm not 40. I'm almost 36, but I'm not far behind. The simplicity of this car, and it's actually kind of cool. I do have this specific, well, I have the Rainbow Warrior car on my nightstand from, I believe, Winter Circle. I do kind of like the Lionel NASCAR Authentics though. They're really good looking cars. I don't know about the quality standards. I don't ever complain. I critique, but I know what I'm buying. I'm okay with it. Sometimes it is a little bit of a disappointment, but look at this. You know that this is the Lowe's car. For the longest time too, I thought Dale Jr. had the toughest time. Because when we had the 5, the 24, and the 48, it was just like this. And it was the bright yellow numbers on, and granted, I'm pretty sure as the time wore on, all the numbers were this color on the 24 and the 5. So they were all this kind of like bright yellow rather than this darker yellow, like this mustard yellow. And I always thought that Dale Earnhardt Jr. should have followed suit and had the yellow numbers. He might have done better in the Cup cars with Hendrick if he had done that. But now we've got the 88 National Guard car, as I know exactly what this livery is as well. Gold numbers. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Again, showcase this set. I didn't want to open it because I might display it just like this at some point. Not really sure if I can display it here in my apartment, but that is neither here nor there. You guys came to see these. Let me know if you like NASCAR. Let me know your thoughts about Rick Hendrick. Is he that good at NASCAR? Are his drivers robotic? That's always that's a topic. Chevrolet being sponsored. Like we've got Cornflakes. Now he's got Ally Bank and he's got Napa. And he even self-sponsors Kyle Larson's car. What do you think about that? I think that was a pretty smart move. It's been a pretty good investment. Let me know what you think about NASCAR, Rick Hendrick in the comments below. Let me know if you've found this set or the hauler, or if you've pre-ordered the liquid chrome cars. Let me know all that in the comments below. And until the next one, have a good one.